Welcome to this explainer. Okay, so have you ever wondered why Japanese homes just always seem so perfectly put together? I mean, they aren't clean just because company is coming over, and they certainly aren't spotless because someone spent their entire Saturday exhaustingly scrubbing baseboards. No, on any given Tuesday afternoon, they're just permanently, quietly, and effortlessly clean. It's kind of this mystery that American homemakers have marveled at for years. Well, today, we are going to unpack exactly how this is achieved, and I promise you, it's going to completely transform the way you think about taking care of your own living space.
Okay, let's dive into this, because the answer is honestly probably not what you're expecting. First off, we need to immediately dispel a few common myths here. It is not that Japanese women magically have more hours in their day. It's not because Japanese homes are smaller and therefore somehow easier to maintain. And it is definitely not because they've discovered some top secret cleaning product or dropped thousands of dollars on a custom organization system that, let's be real, usually just ends up holding more clutter. The reality? It's far more accessible. It all comes down to just 3 daily habits. 3 small, consistent, almost invisible little practices that happen every single day.
Listen, here is the thing that nobody tells you, and I really want you to let this sink in. The reason your home feels impossible to keep clean is not because you're lazy. It's not because you are inherently messy or disorganized. It's because the approach most of us in America use, the massive weekend cleaning binge or that frantic, chaotic tidy up right before guests arrive, is fundamentally reactive. We are constantly trying to address the mess after it has already happened. We're dealing with the overflowing laundry mountain or the sticky kitchen counters after they are fully developed problems. And that approach, it means we're always behind, always catching up, and frankly, always feeling exhausted. Proactive maintenance, on the other hand, just prevents the mess from forming in the first place. Now, before we actually get to the habits themselves, we really have to talk about the mindset behind them. Because in Japanese culture, the home isn't just this backdrop where you store your stuff and sleep. It's truly understood to be a living environment, a space that actively affects your well-being, how you rest, and how you think. Because of this, maintaining the home is seen as a form of daily personal care. It's exactly like brushing your teeth. Think about it. You do not wait until your teeth are in an absolute crisis to brush them. You don't wait for a painful cavity to finally pick up a toothbrush, right? No way. You maintain them daily so problems never even develop. When you shift your perspective from cleaning as a reactive, annoying chore to maintenance as daily care, these habits just stop feeling like extra work. And that brings us to our very first daily habit. Habit 1, the morning reset, restoring the clean baseline.
This habit totally sets the tone for everything else. It is so consistently practiced across Japanese households that it's treated more like a comforting daily ritual than a chore. The goal here is super simple. Before the full, chaotic demands of the day really begin, you just return the home to its clean baseline. Now, hold on. Before you start thinking you need to wake up an hour earlier to scrub floors, we're talking 10 to 15 minutes, tops. And here is the real secret for an American household. This is a family team activity. When you divide these micrometrics among partners or the kids, the time drops even further. Let's break down exactly what those few minutes look like. Let's see how this builds into a really practical routine. Step 1, make the bed immediately. Not after your morning coffee, immediately. The bedroom is usually the largest room, and making the bed visually transforms it from chaotic to totally controlled in like 2 minutes. Step 2, open the windows. Fresh air is non-negotiable in Japanese home culture to clear out stagnant energy. And the best part? The home does the work for you while you do other things. Now to get the kids involved. Try using a fun color-coded zone map for steps 3, 4, and 5. Assign the blue zone, wiping the bathroom sink, to a kid right after they brush their teeth. Assign the green zone, a quick 2-minute sweep of the living area, to someone else. By mapping this out and having someone else wipe the kitchen counters, 15 minutes very quickly becomes just 5.
All right, now that the morning is handled, we transition to habit 2, clean as you go, preventing the mess from compounding. This second habit tackles the accumulation of mess throughout the day. It's so seamlessly integrated into daily life that it almost doesn't even feel like a habit once you get used to it. It's built around the Japanese concept of kazukuru, which basically means putting things back and tidying as you move through your day. The idea is wonderfully straightforward. Every single action you take in your home has a tiny, practically invisible tidying component built right into it. You don't just use a room and leave, you leave it exactly as you found it. In practice, especially in the kitchen, Kadokuru looks a bit like this. While your food is simmering, you don't just stand there scrolling on your phone, you wipe the prep area. When you finish eating, dishes go directly into the sink or dishwasher, never just abandoned on the counter to be dealt with later. For kids, this means building a hard and fast rule that before a new toy comes out, the old one goes back to its home. Fixing things in 30-second to 2-minute increments prevents a 5-minute post-dinner kitchen cleanup from compounding into a 40-minute dried-on grease ordeal. You're just distributing the effort across the moments when the task is the absolute smallest and easiest to tackle. Which brings us to our final habit. Habit 3, the evening reset, setting up tomorrow for success. I want you to pay really close attention here because this is the specific habit most American households just skip entirely. Yet, according to the source material, this is the one practice that makes the single biggest difference to how your home feels every single morning when you wake up. Once again, we're leaning into those micrometrics. It's a gentle 10-minute investment. This isn't about pulling out the heavy vacuum cleaner, starting a loud load of laundry at 10 p.m. Not at all. It is just a light preparation that ensures tomorrow's morning reset takes absolutely no time because you haven't left a bunch of stuff to accumulate overnight. So here is exactly what those 10 minutes look like. Step 1, restore the living areas. Put the cushions back, fold the throw blanket, and return the remote controls and books to their actual homes. That's maybe 3 minutes. Step 2, give the kitchen its final wipe down and handle any stray water glasses or dishes. Step 3, do a super quick 30-second visual check of the bathroom to straighten the towels and ensure nothing was left out on the vanity. Finally, step 4, spend 2 minutes preparing for tomorrow morning. Prep the coffee maker and place anything you need to take out the door exactly where you'll find it. To make this totally foolproof for the whole family, keep a laminated, printable checklist right on the fridge. Once those 4 boxes are ticked, you are officially off duty for the night. Now, what's really interesting here is the super specific, distinctly Japanese habit hidden right within the evening kitchen routine. After they rinse the kitchen sink, they actually dry it. Yeah, they don't just walk away while it's wet. They use a small dedicated cloth that lives right next to the sink to thoroughly dry the basin. Why? Because a perpetually damp sink is exactly what develops that subtle, sour bacterial odor over time. A dry sink stays completely odorless and visually shines. Waking up to a kitchen that smells perfectly fresh and looks spotless, it fundamentally changes the feeling of your entire morning. Let's just take a quick look at this summary to put the whole day into perspective. In the morning, you spend 10 to 15 minutes resetting. During the day, you spend mere seconds here and there practicing Kadokiru. In the evening, you spend 10 minutes setting up for tomorrow. And you guys, that is the entire secret. When you clean reactively on the weekends, you're literally fighting hardened grease, compounded clutter, and built-up soap scum, making the job enormous and just plain exhausting. But by relying on consistent, gentle daily maintenance, nothing ever reaches a state of crisis. The mess never compounds. You just maintain control, effortlessly. So, how do we actually bring this into your own life? The source issues a brilliant, simple action plan, the 7-day challenge, and it starts tonight. Not tomorrow morning, tonight. Print out that chore chart, grab the kids, and do a quick 10-minute evening reset before you go to bed. Restore the living areas, wipe the kitchen, and dry that sink, and prep your coffee. Then tomorrow morning, follow the 15-minute reset sequence. Try integrating these 3 habits for just 1 week. I guarantee you will notice a dramatic, totally undeniable shift in the baseline cleanliness of your home and how peaceful it feels to actually live in it. So let me leave you with this final, somewhat provocative thought. Can you spare 20 minutes a day for a permanently clean home? When you look at it this way, the Japanese approach is just incredibly empowering. It proves that a clean home isn't the result of cleaning harder or sacrificing your hard-earned weekends. It's simply the result of cleaning smarter, consistently, and at the right moments. Challenge yourself to swap that exhausting weekend catch-up for this proactive, peaceful daily routine. Try it tonight and see how it completely changes your tomorrow. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and hey, happy resetting!